Things and welcome. We have here 3 piles. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. So just take a moment to choose your pile. Right, beautiful. Pile number 1. So the very first card we have here is collaborate. So what I'm really getting a sense of here is there seems to be almost a need for you to put your ideas out into the world, to express yourself, and then allow the assistance of the universe, other people around you, to come in and support those ideas, right? It's almost a sense of you not feeling alone because your ideas are really, really good, or what you want to express, or your art, or your work. There's something that's really of value here that's going to be appreciated as well as supported by others. So I almost get a sense that sometimes you feel very alone, that you need to grind away at things in your own time, of your own toil, as it were, without that support from others. And the guides are really talking about you allowing that support to come in, because sometimes we don't allow the support to come in, either because we hide ourselves away or we shun it when it does indicate that it's showing up. So that's just something for you to be really aware of. Now also there's this clear the vessel, right? Clear the vessel. Now what's being said here is it's really time to let go, not necessarily start again, but I do feel that clearing is necessary to allow that divine inspiration to come back into you and flow through you, right? You see her there, she's pouring this water out, but there's almost like a constant flow coming back in, and she's surrounded by water. I mean, there's an abundance of ideas and everything else that you need, yet there's a necessity to let go and not hold on to something you may be holding on to, right? Now, this is surrender and trust. If you see her, she's got her arms completely open, right? She's completely open, she's completely surrendered, she's completely trusting in the divine there, which looks so beautiful. So you are being asked to surrender and trust there. Let's have a look at the rest of your cards. We've got honor the process, right? This is so beautiful. So you're being asked to really honor the process, and sometimes during the creation, during the work itself, we forget how valuable that time actually is to enjoy. Sometimes we're just there trying to get to the end, right? Trying to finish the project, trying to finish the whatever it is we may be doing. Yet it's actually about enjoying the very moments that you're living in at the moment, right? The truth is always in the present, the divine dance. And this card here, master the dance, right? That's exactly what it's speaking about, when we can actually get to this moment where we're genuinely enjoying the here and now. That's the best moments of the dance are always in the present moment, right? The best way we can prepare to live is by being present, and the best way we can prepare to die is by being present, right? Fully present in the moment. So you are being also called to honor the process that you're going through. Now this need to create sacred space, I do feel this, because I do feel that quite a lot has been getting on top of you. You've not been necessarily feeling. It's almost like a need to declutter and create sacred space. This is very similar to this card here. This clearing needed, this creating sacred space to really honor the process of what you're going through. And then it's very much about fine-tuning, right? You see this beautiful fine-tune there. It's that spectacular energy coming through. And feel. So those are your messages for today, my beautiful pile 1. Thank you so much. Now pile number 2. Beautiful pile number 2. What is your messages? What are your messages for today? So the very first card we have is look in the mirror, and what I get a sense of with this is you really honoring your own divinity, right? How sacred you are, your own uniqueness as well. This is really important for you at the moment, because it almost feels as though you've been seeing what's so beautiful in the world outside, but feeling quite lost and decentered within yourself. So it's about becoming very grounded again, coming back to yourself, really knowing who you are, not in an egoistic sort of way, but what values you hold, what's dear to you, and just a sense of your own uniqueness, because there's something very special about you, and you're being called not to hide it away, right? To express your own uniqueness, because there's something very, very special there. Now, take the lead. This is again speaking about the same thing, right? It's almost asking you to step up, step forward, and express yourself, rather than expecting others to just see you, to show yourself, right? And this may also be indicating in a romantic partnership, right? Or with friendships or with work. You're being asked to take the lead, not to wait, right? Not to wait for the universe to recognize, but for you to really set in motion what may be right for you, to start walking forward on your own path and allow everything else to meet you there, rather than holding back and waiting to be met, as it were, right? So there's a sense of that here. Let's see what else. So we've also got honestly assess. Yes, you are being asked to really take some time to honor this process, to have a look and be very real with yourself, be very honest with yourself about what is going on. Why? I get a sense of you feeling somewhat secluded, somewhat outside, but maybe it's also you putting yourself outside certain situations, or perhaps there's a uniqueness about you which other people don't understand, but that's something really wonderful and something you can embrace and express more of. If you see her here, she's so celebrating, right? Celebrating. So celebrate yourself. I mean, she just looks so ecstatic and so wild and so free. And it doesn't look like she cares too much what other people think about her. She's just enjoying what is right for her at the time, right? So I do get a sense of you needing to do that, not to be held back by others' expectations or desires of you, but really express who you are fully in the moment, whatever that may be, even if it means you show up more vulnerable to others. That, of course, protect yourself always, but there's something so beautiful and so strong in being truly vulnerable, right? So communicate with spirit. I do feel that you're incredibly sensitive, pile number 2. I feel that you do have this beautiful connection with spirit, but sometimes it's about a need for you to stay grounded also, right? And that enables you to flow with the divine timing that's around you. And that's the message of this card, which is really about being in that flow, being in that universal flow and that alignment. Tap into primal power, this card is talking about. So yeah, I just get this sense with you of you not hiding who you are, even your wild, most ecstatic self, right? And you see the person in this card, whether it's a man or a woman, be magnetized, right? Magnetize those experiences that are right for you, to you, right? That's really what the universe is calling you to do here. Embrace your unique, wild self. And the more that you do this, you're going to notice the patterns, right? And the last card here is to retreat and recharge. Look how beautiful that is there. She's just really resting on her moon bed. So take some time and retreat and recharge. Those are your messages. Thank you. Right now, pile number 3. What messages do we have for you today? So, the first card is calling you to come back to center, right? Come back to center, get grounded. I feel that there's been a lot weighing on your mind, and it's almost become too much. It's almost the sense of seeing the wood through the trees, right? Seeing the trees in the wood. So there's a need for you to take some time to regroup, regather, come back to center, get grounded, and then take your next steps from there. I get very much whatever this journey, whatever this project, whatever this thing is that you're on at the moment, to take it step by step and enjoy the steps along the way, right? Stretch and expand. Now this, I feel, is talking about your vision, right? What may be possible for you, to really open up and stay open-minded about that, because there's so much possible for you. I mean, the indication I get with this card is infinite possibility, right? So that's something wonderful. And then that's going to leave you open to improvise more, right? Which is the message of this card. To improvise, go with the flow, allow divine inspiration to come through and follow that. Whereas when you've got too much on your mind, which seems to be indicated in this card, we don't really allow that divine inspiration to come through or allow that improvisation, which may work out better than something we had planned in the first place. Offer. Now this is, let me take a look at this card. What is this saying here? I feel there's an offer coming to you. I don't feel this is about you needing to offer something, although I do feel you are making an offering, but through that offering I'm feeling as though there's an offer coming to you. So in order to receive an offer, we need to be open, and this is very much, I keep being called back to this card, is very much a need for you to stay open and not weighed down with too much on your mind, right? But staying open in order to receive the right offer coming through for you, right? Be fluid. Yeah, it's so interesting how these messages are lining up to the same message, really, but Spirit's really coming through for you, asking you to go with the flow more, right? Find your motivation again, because sometimes when we're weighed down, we lose that spark, we lose that inspiration, and this is really calling you to find that spark again, find that motivation, and then plan and organize, right? There's always a cycle, as this card is showing here. Honor the cycles, right? There's always different cycles, different moments in the process where we need to sometimes take a rest, sometimes work, sometimes play, sometimes plan, sometimes improvise, all different times, right? So this is very much calling you to honor those cycles, yet not to continually stay weighed down, but allow the other cycles to come through for you as well. And the next card we have here is to give birth, because I do feel there is something you're giving birth to here. There's a project or an idea, possibly a baby, a work thing, an offering that you really are bringing into fruition. So honoring those cycles is so important. And then you naturally sparkle and shine, but I feel there's a need for you to allow yourself to sparkle and shine. Beautiful pile number 3. And let's see your final messages. So it's about creating that sacred space, adorning the temple. And very much, this is, take this message home with you, slow down, right? Blessings, my beautiful pile number 3.